looking up the southeast river near Mathinna. Seems to be quite a bit of water in there, more than I've seen recently.
Mathinna's in the northeast part of Tasmania. So there's Tassie, we've got Mathinna in here, and all around Mathinna there are forestry tracks everywhere. There are lots of adventure riding opportunities in this zone. So on this ride I wanted to get up to Eton Rd, which is this road that runs through here, and from Eton Rd there's a turn off. It's called Eton 1, it's an old forestry sign, and the road comes round and follows the contours. It drops down a bit to start with, and it follows the contours of the hills to about this location here. Then it drops off quite a ways down. It's a really nice ride. I've done it a couple of times before, and I thought I'd try it again. The only thing that would really stop you getting through is fallen trees, and there was one fallen tree I got across. It's a nice ride. So it comes out onto Keefe Road. I took Keefe Road around here, and that gets onto Mathinna Plains Road where I headed home. So yeah.
I've just turned off the road near the bridge that goes over the southeast river. So I'm on the edge of a pine plantation. There's this little track up here just runs right along next to the river, and you see the river right down here. There's quite a bit of water coming down. Nice to see. And this would be a nice camping spot right here. Sort of off the road, some open area. I'll grab a coffee. I've been coming along this road here, which is I think it's Eton Rd, and I was going to turn off down this track here. It's called Eton 1. Now I've been down here on the Africa Twin once, and also on the CRF300, so a couple of years probably since, or probably at least a year maybe since I've been down here. It goes off down and comes out down on the road, sort of that heads to Mathinna from Pine Garner direction. That's where it comes out, way down there, so it's quite steep. A lot of overgrown trees, but it's a nice road. So I'm going to head down there and see if I can get through. As long as there's no fallen trees, I should be able to.
There's something pretty exciting about heading off down tracks in the bush in Tassie or anywhere on an events bike. You never know what you're going to come across. You always hope that you can get through, but quite often I've found that I've got to turn back because there's been a tree down, a bridge out, or the track just disappears. It's been planted over with trees or something, and there's no track. But track might have been on the map, but physically it doesn't exist. This track, when I first came down on the Africa Twin, I was a little bit hesitant because it was a bit steep and getting narrower, and again I wasn't sure if it would come out anywhere. Yeah, it did. I went right through. Second time around on the CRF was CRF300 was easy and really enjoyable. And again, it was enjoyable this time. There were a few trees I had to duck under, like that one there. There were a couple on the road. One was a largish one, which I got across, but not very gracefully. I didn't video that. Yeah, it was a good ride, and on the way down there were some really good views of the valley on the left hand side. It's quite a steep drop off, you can't tell. It's really hard to pick up the gradients and the slopes on a video camera, but on the left hand side there was a big valley, and way off in the distance you could see some mountains.
Let's go back and get a shot of this valley here. So, looking down the valley, a couple of big hills over there, not sure which one's which actually. Here's a little bike.
We usually use the Explore Oz travel app, or for maps, which I found pretty good over the years. It's got a few limitations, and I just thought I'd try this DMD2 app. So DMD2, it's a pay app. That's the only hassle with this one. You got to pay. And it looks like there's an annual subscription for the maps, but it's got the feature that the Explore Oz doesn't have, which is recording a GPX file. So you can record GPX files and use them in other ways in other apps and things.
I think this is where I need to go down to the left.
I did try out the recorder function while I was away. I tried out the map function, but I had this big sign here saying it's a demo only and buy the plugin, which I haven't done. But it seems pretty good. It's got other stuff on the app that lets you bring up other apps within the app. It lets you bring up various information which you can configure using the settings button down here. So, for example, I've got speed there. You can have a map there. You can have apps, but again, you can set up what you have in this top window and also these other two windows here. And it's got a logbook function, which again, you've got to buy the plugin. It's got an OBD function. I'm not quite sure how that works, but you can buy a plugin for that and connect it to an OBD device on your bike if you have one. To look at engine information like temperature, throttle position, all sorts of stuff. So anyway, I've been trying that.
So that was Eton 1. I'm out.